Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth going live with all my paw pals, and I just wanted to share some information today, kind of make the best use of my time while sitting here. I feel like a kid. I feel like I'm grounded, right? Every time I leave the house, I feel like I'm sneaking out and gonna get in trouble or something. But so while I have time on my hands and just sitting here under, I was gonna say house arrest, but that's not the right term. Anyway, I wanted to get away from COVID-19 for a minute and talk about something else. Luckily, that so far they're saying isn't something that our pets are being affected by. So that's really good. But one thing that our pets do have a lot of trouble and discomfort with is allergies. And I'm in the Sacramento Valley, so things are blooming. It's like spring around here, and it's already starting to become a problem, probably for some of the people and for our pets as well. So I thought that I would just share a little bit of information on pet allergies and some things that we can do to help relieve our pets from the discomfort of the allergy symptoms. And I have the fortune of being on a meeting with Patry, the company I'm partnered with, the woman who is the head of product development, and she works with veterinarians and PhD in animal nutrition and this awesome board to develop our products so that they're safe and healthy and all natural ways to bring solutions to our pets. So I have learned a bunch from her, and I want to pass on some of this information to you. So also stay tuned. If you are joining me live, stay tuned to the end, or if you're watching the replay, make sure you get all the way through it to learn how you can get a free bottle of our wonderful superfood seasonings, because above all, I believe that proper nutrition and keeping our pets healthy so that their bodies can best overcome issues by themselves, you know, as a natural defense is always the best thing. So I'm going to share superfood seasonings to help you and your pets maintain that high level of proper nutrition and health. So basically, there's three things that pets can be allergic to, and that would be fleas, that would be food, and that would be the things in the environment like seasonal allergies. So just to kind of give a breakdown, an idea of how that plays out based on what the experts say, probably 40% or so of our pets do have flea allergies. Food allergies are way less common than we are led to believe. And I don't know if that's marketing, companies that just want to sell us more stuff because of the allergies, but it's estimated that maybe 1% dogs and 0.5% of cats have true food allergies. So it's just the least likely thing to actually be happening with your pets when you see those allergy symptoms. And then environment or seasonal allergies, they estimate 10 to 15% of our pets may have, be allergic to things out in the environment. So I'm going to kind of just give a little information on each one, some of the solutions, and share a few products that can help bring relief to your pets. So fleas, I know that kind of sounds icky, and some areas are probably worse than the others. Again, in the Sacramento Valley, we don't have really cold winters. They don't kill the fleas, so it's a huge problem for us here. I know one of my business partners in Utah, she says that fleas just aren't a problem for them there, and that makes me a little envious because fleas just are kind of gross, right? But they happen, they're around, and we just, we can't really get away from that. But adding all the, pharmaceutical chemical things to our pets, I feel like that can compromise their immune system and leave them open to more, be more susceptible to other things. So staying with natural solutions, I think, is super important. And the fleas, you may not even see the fleas on your pet, but if they get on your pet and they're allergic, they have a sensitivity to the saliva, it can still be a flea allergy. You may not see the actual fleas, but what you can look for is what we call flea dirt. So that's actually like flea poop. And it looks like pepper or dark sand, and you'll most often see it like up by the base of the tail, sometimes behind the neck. A lot of times the fleas you might see on the underneath part, but of course they can run really quick. So again, you may not even see them unless you have a huge infestation, then you might see them running all over your pet. But probably this is not going to be the case with most of us. It might be the case if you find a stray or a dog or cat that's been living outside for some time. So the first thing that you can do is bathe a pet if you suspect fleas, to get rid of everything that's on them right away. And then you want to keep up with your natural products. So we do have a natural flea and tick spray. This also works on mosquitoes. It's high quality essential oil, so there's nothing toxic in it. This can be used on both dogs and cats. I know that these are for animal use only, but I admittedly, when I'm gardening or outside and I have bare skin and there's mosquitoes out, I have used it on myself. It smells good, it's safe, and it keeps the mosquitoes away as well. So this can be sprayed on the pets. It can be sprayed on, bedding or in areas where they frequent. So you can use it a little more broadly and use it as needed to keep those fleas away. Another thing that I use around my house is called diatomaceous earth. There, you want to use food grade and not the stuff for swimming pools. So again, food grade diatomaceous earth, and you can find that in a feed store, or Home Depot has it now. I get big bag at the feed store so that I can share it with somebody, but it's a very fine powder, like it looks like flour or something, and it's fossil shell, and so you can sprinkle that around and it will help eliminate anything with an exoskeleton. I think it kind of dries them out or cuts them or something. But we actually, if we get ants in the house, we'll sprinkle it around all the areas the ants come in. I will put it, even when you vacuum, it's kind of hard to always get in all the nooks and crannies. So I will sprinkle that around the baseboards, or if any of the bed has, kind of overlaps or nooks and crannies, you can kind of sprinkle it in there. You can put it actually directly on your pet. Again, I put it at the back of the neck and the base of the tail. The only thing is you want to be really careful. You don't want to let it, poof. You don't want to breathe it in, and you don't want your pets to breathe it in. So be really careful. What I do is I use an old seasoning jar with the sprinkles, so I can kind of sprinkle it out where I want it very gently. And that has been very helpful. And you have to clean everything. You can't just focus on the pet. You have to focus on the whole environment. So if you do have an infestation, you have to make sure you're vacuuming every day, checking your pet every day. You want to take all like soft toys, bedding, anything, anywhere they frequent, as much as you can in the washing machine, hot water, get rid of it. If you have too many toys and stuff like that to put in the wash, put them in a big garbage bag, tie it in a knot, and just leave it out in the garage for several weeks. You can put some of the flea spray and or diatomaceous earth in with it, and just, get that out of the house. And eventually the fleas will die, but you just want to make sure that anything soft, because, they scratch, they fling a flea egg here or there, and then they go lay by that same area and start the cycle all over. So you kind of want to keep up with it. Even if you don't see any fleas for a while, keep up with the vacuuming and the whole process for a while. If you do have an infestation, and make sure you knock it all the way out and those fleas don't just come right back. So yucky, but fleas happen. So the next thing would be the food allergies. And again, they're not as common as we may be led to believe, but in the rare case that it is a food allergy, you can test for that, but it's hard to determine and the tests aren't super reliable. I think there's just so many ingredients and things to weed out. So that can be difficult. A lot of times with the food, it's more of an intolerance to an ingredient. So again, getting them on the most premium food with the best ingredients. I'm personally a raw feeder. I think that really helps. Again, when the host is really strong, even with the fleas, they're least likely to get affected by those things. I said host, the pet. Host as in if there's fleas, and they're on your pet, he's the host for the fleas. And when their immune system's strong, even fleas and parasites are going to be more likely to go pick on somebody weak and unhealthy. So we always want to focus on our pets' nutrition as a number one defense. So with the food intolerance, same thing, high quality ingredients, foods that don't have a lot of fillers and things that the pets don't need so that they're getting the most nutrition out of the product. And that should do a great deal. I have one business partner who is a dog trainer in Texas. Rebecca, hello, if you're watching this. She has a little, I think it's a Havanese that had incredible itchy problems, and she switched to the pottery food, and actually her doggie's issues went away just by upgrading the food. So it can really be beneficial for allergies overall. And then for the seasonal or environmental allergies, they estimate 10 to 15% pets are affected by this. And that could be things that they breathe in, things in the air, pollen, dust, unfortunately, maybe things that we're using in the house, things that they touch. Some of them, when they go outside and they get in the grass, they get really itchy. They'll lick their paws, or there might be toxins or things on the ground that they step in. So anything that they come in contact with can cause those seasonal or environmental allergies. And you'll just see excessive itching, scratching, chewing their paws, rubbing, on things. You may see hot spots develop. That's kind of like a raw spot on their skin. It'll be red. They might have hair loss. And if they are left to scratch and work at it, it can get really raw and very uncomfortable. So the most important thing is to stop that itch scratch cycle so that they can heal. So one thing that we have to bring immediate relief is a skin support spray. Again, this is all natural. It's essential oils. It smells really good. This one is for dogs only. We do not use this on our kitty cats, but it's usually, in my experience as a pet sitter, it's usually always the dogs that we're seeing the hot spots and things on. So this product is really awesome. It will bring immediate relief to your pet. It won't resolve the issue, but it will help that hot spot or really itchy spots in healing. And then you want to focus on helping them heal from the inside out, right? So the best thing for skin and coat health is your omegas, and we have a wild caught Alaskan salmon oil. This has a really the right ratio of omega-3 and 6 oils that are really going to help your pets thrive. And again, it's going to help them heal from the inside out. And this product, you'll probably see results anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. I always like to give things plenty of time. This is a product that we can use for both dogs and cats. And I know my kitty used to kind of have a lot of dandruff, and I started using this product and his dandruff went away. So I really saw a huge benefit in his skin health, even though he doesn't have allergies from using that product. And then we also have an actual allergy support. This is a product for both dogs and cats. This size is for small dogs and cats, and then we have another size that is for large dogs. This is an herbal product. It's all natural. Again, it's helping from the inside out. It's a whole food supplement, so it's going to help your pet be able to heal themselves and keep those allergies at bay. It can take some time to build up in the system, maybe even up to 4 weeks. But honestly, I have had people get on this product and within the first week call me and just, saying what a relief it is. One customer, when it first came out, the first customer I had, she called me in a week and I was like, oh no, you're not seeing a result already. And she said, yes. She said it was the first full night's sleep she had in a long time because her Labrador was not scratching on the bed, shaking the bed all night. So again, it can take a while to build up in the system, but you may see these results pretty quickly. From the outside, we do also have, a lot of times with allergies, you'll see ears will get really irritated and red and itchy, if they're scratching at their ears. We also have an ear wash and dry system that's going to soothe and clean the ears and reduce inflammation. You first clean them really good with the ear wash, and then you add the ear dry, so to keep the moisture away and keep those ears healthy and clean. So these are all natural. If they are not helping with your pet, you would still want to consult a veterinarian, because there could be an underlying health issue that's causing it, other than just the environmental or food or flea problem. So of course, we always want to make sure to rule everything out, because the goal here is to help our pets thrive. We don't just want them to survive and kind of live in this, mediocre life. We want them to thrive and be happy and healthy and feel really good. So this is all natural ways to help that. And Brooke, who is the head of our product development, she's designed these natural products to where they can be more potent and less expensive than the prescriptions. The prescriptions that focus more on, being a Band-Aid for a symptom versus actually healing the pet and the issues. And they don't have the negative side effects or fallout that some of the other stuff does. You read the FDA warnings and there's a big old list of what some of those products do, and you won't have that with these natural products. I always say they fall into the might help, can't hurt category. So let's try those first and see if they help. And then sometimes if we have to resort to something else because of underlying issues, okay, we have to, but at least we've tried the stuff that's going to be more gentle on our pets first. And all of the Pottery products that I showed you, if you click on that shop button, you can fill out a pet profile. If you put that your pet has itching or allergy symptoms, these things will all come up, and I can also add links to them down in the comments afterwards. Everything is risk-free to try, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. You can even try these products for up to 90 days of the date of purchase. And if you and your pets are not getting the results that you hope for, you let me know and you get your money back. So again, might help, can't hurt, risk-free to try. I mean, how much better is it than that, right? And as I mentioned, I want to give away some of our famous superfood seasonings. Paw Pairing Superfood Seasonings is a food topper. It is not, the pets think it's a treat, but it is not a treat. It is a vitamin, mineral, antioxidant supplement. You sprinkle it on their food. They think they're getting something wonderful, but you know that you are boosting the nutrition of whatever you feed. I call it magic sprinkles. My kitty loves them, and all the dogs that come stay with us love them. So if you do order any of the products that we talked about today through this weekend, which would be March 29th, you come back to this post, or if you can't find it, you can just message me through this site. But let me know what you what you ordered for your pet, who your pet is, and so we can see if it helps. And I am personally going to send you as a bonus a free bottle of superfood seasonings. So you'll have to let me know that you ordered through this live to get that. And here's to keeping your pets and you happy and healthy and safe during this, difficult time. I hope that that information helped and brings some relief to any of your pets that do have allergies. So have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.